Kelcie Sellers, you are World Research Associate at Savills. Thank you for joining us on BiTV.
Thank you for having me.
Savills recently published its Savills Prime Office Cost Report for Q2 2022. In the current economic context, which is characterized by inflation and also a rise in interest rates, what evolutions are you seeing across the world's biggest office markets?
I think the biggest thing that we're seeing is that inflation is really starting to take hold in terms of rising fit out costs. So that is getting the office ready for the occupier from the time you have an empty office to when they take it. And we're seeing that increase by about 6% across the different markets that we analyze. If inflation continues in the way that it is, it's likely that that will continue to increase going forward. But we haven't seen any additional increases in terms of rents across the board or anything like that yet.
Okay. Well, Businessimo is a French media, so I have to ask, how does Paris compare to its counterparts in terms of office costs at the moment?
Paris is a really interesting market. It's actually the 11th most expensive location out of our list of about 30 that we track. But it's the third most expensive in Europe behind the two London submarkets that we include. It's also notable this quarter that it's the only city that we've seen increasing face rents. It's also seen rising fit out costs and shrinking landlord concessions. It's the only market across what we call SPOC, where the abated rent period has shrunk. It went from 12 months, to 9 months of abated rent over a lease term this quarter.
Thank you. We talked earlier about the economic context, inflation, rise in interest rates. There is a lot of economic and also geopolitical uncertainty at the moment. What outlook can we expect in terms of office costs? Is it possible to have an outlook at the moment?
Outlooks are really tricky right now because, uncertainty isn't ideal for any market. But property does tend to be a lot more illiquid and a bit slower to react than, the equities market would be. So I think if inflation and the supply chain issues that we've been seeing continue, the fit out costs will continue to rise. You will still see those labor shortages, which are contributing to the fit out cost increases. But on the main, I think it's very much a steady as it goes sort of situation. I think everyone's kind of just waiting to see what happens in terms of continued interest rate rises and other just elements of economic uncertainty.
All right. Thank you very much for this insight. Thank you for your time. And thank you all for being with us, and see you soon on BiTV.
Thank you.